Welcome back. Imagine holding a stone so beautiful that it looks like a frozen drop of pink fire. A gemstone so rare that some people once believed it was created from the blood of ancient rulers. A crystal hidden deep within mountains, carrying secrets that took millions of years to form. At first glance, it seems delicate and peaceful. But behind its stunning beauty lies a story filled with mystery, forgotten legends, incredible discoveries, and one shocking secret that very few people know. This is the extraordinary story of Rhodochrosite. Among the world's most famous gemstones, diamonds sparkle, rubies shine, and emeralds command attention. Yet hidden away from the spotlight is a mineral that many collectors consider one of the most beautiful stones ever found. Rhodochrosite is instantly recognizable because of its rich pink and deep red colors. Some specimens display breathtaking bands that look like painted waves frozen in stone. Others glow with shades of raspberry, rose, and crimson that seem almost unreal. But beauty alone is not what makes Rhodochrosite special. Its rarity, unusual formation, and fascinating history have turned it into one of the most desired minerals on Earth. Few people know that some of the finest rhodochrosite crystals are considered treasures beyond price. Museums proudly display them. Collectors travel across continents to see them. And when exceptional specimens appear for sale, competition becomes intense. But that was only the beginning. To understand why this stone is so remarkable, we must travel back millions of years. Long before humans walked the earth, powerful geological forces were at work beneath ancient mountains. Deep underground, mineral-rich fluids moved through cracks in the Earth's crust. Over vast periods of time, these fluids slowly deposited layers of manganese carbonate, the material that would eventually become rhodochrosite. The process was incredibly slow. Year after year, century after century, million after million years, nature patiently created one of its most beautiful masterpieces. Although rhodochrosite can be found in several countries, some of the most famous discoveries happened in places few people would expect. One of the earliest and most legendary sources was high in the Andes Mountains of South America. According to local stories, ancient people discovered strange pink stones hidden inside abandoned silver mines. The color was so unusual that many believed it possessed supernatural origins. These stories eventually became linked to one of the most famous legends surrounding rhodochrosite. The legend claimed that the stone was formed from the blood of ancient kings and queens. Generations passed the story down through time. As a result, rhodochrosite earned a dramatic nickname, the Inca Rose. The name connected the stone to the powerful Inca civilization that once ruled vast regions of South America. Whether the legend was true or not did not matter. The mystery had already captured people's imagination, and that's where the story became even more fascinating. For centuries, many rhodochrosite deposits remained hidden from the outside world. Miners searching for silver often encountered the pink mineral but paid little attention to it. At the time, precious metals were the true prize. The beautiful pink stone was simply a curiosity, but eventually attitudes began to change. Scientists started studying the mineral more closely. Collectors became fascinated by its colors. Museums recognized its uniqueness. Suddenly, the forgotten stone was receiving attention. What happened next shocked everyone. New discoveries revealed rhodochrosite crystals unlike anything people had seen before. Deep within certain mines, miners uncovered transparent red crystals with astonishing beauty. Some appeared as if they had been carved from glowing pink glass. These specimens immediately became legendary. Collectors around the world desperately wanted them. Their rarity made them even more desirable, and their value continued to rise. As interest grew, rhodochrosite began a remarkable journey from overlooked mineral to world-famous treasure. Museums competed to display exceptional examples. Private collectors searched tirelessly for the finest pieces. Gem enthusiasts considered it one of nature's greatest works of art. Yet despite its growing fame, mystery continued to surround the stone. Many local communities preserve stories about rhodochrosite's unusual powers. Some believed it could bring emotional healing. Others claimed it strengthened courage and compassion. Certain legends suggested that the stone connected people to ancient wisdom hidden within the earth itself. Whether these stories were true remained impossible to prove, but they added another layer of fascination to an already extraordinary mineral. Throughout history, humans have often attached meaning to rare and beautiful objects. Rhodochrosite was no exception. Its warm pink color inspired feelings of love, hope, and renewal. As a result, many cultures viewed it as a symbol of the human heart. Even today, countless people are drawn to the stone not only for its appearance, but also for the emotions it seems to evoke. Yet the scientific reality behind rhodochrosite may be even more impressive than the legends. Unlike many gemstones, rhodochrosite owes its color to manganese. This element creates the vivid pink and red shades that make the stone so recognizable. The concentration of manganese can vary, producing an incredible range of colors. Some specimens appear soft and pale. Others display intense crimson tones that seem to glow from within. But perhaps the most remarkable feature is its banding. In certain deposits, layers of mineral growth create striking patterns that resemble waves, ribbons, or flowing rivers of color. Every piece is unique. No two are exactly alike. Nature becomes the artist, and each stone becomes a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. The truth was even more surprising. Rhodochrosite is actually quite delicate compared to many famous gemstones. Despite its stunning appearance, it can be scratched or damaged more easily than diamonds, sapphires, or rubies. This creates a challenge. Beautiful enough for jewelry, yet fragile enough to require special care. Because of this, high-quality transparent crystals are especially valuable. Finding large, flawless specimens is incredibly rare. Many crystals never survive the forces that shape the earth. Others break during mining. Some are simply too small. The result is a limited supply of truly exceptional material. And scarcity often creates value. Today, rhodochrosite holds a unique position in the world of minerals. Collectors view top specimens as investments. Museums consider them cultural treasures. Gem enthusiasts admire them as some of nature's finest creations. Certain world-famous specimens have become legends in their own right. Visitors travel long distances just to see them. Photographs capture their beauty, but seeing them in person is an entirely different experience. The colors appear richer. The crystal structures seem almost impossible. Many viewers stand in silence, amazed that nature could create something so extraordinary. Yet even among all these incredible facts, one secret remains. A secret that transformed rhodochrosite from a beautiful mineral into a true legend. But the biggest secret was still hidden. In the late 20th century, miners working deep underground in Colorado made a discovery that would change everything. Hidden within the darkness were rhodochrosite crystals unlike any previously known. These crystals possessed extraordinary clarity, color, and size. Experts were stunned. Collectors were amazed. The mineral world could hardly believe what had been found. Some specimens were so perfect that they immediately became world famous. Even today, many experts consider these crystals among the finest mineral specimens ever discovered on Earth. Not just the finest rhodochrosite, the finest minerals of any kind. Think about that for a moment. Among thousands of known minerals, these rare crystals achieved legendary status. Their beauty became the standard by which other specimens were judged. And because the deposits were limited, very few people would ever own one. The discovery transformed rhodochrosite's reputation forever. It was no longer simply a pretty pink stone. It had become a world-class mineral treasure, and that revelation continues to influence collectors today. Every new specimen is compared to those legendary discoveries. Every auction sparks excitement. Every major find attracts attention from around the globe. Yet perhaps the most remarkable aspect of rhodochrosite is not its value, rarity, or beauty. It is the story it tells. A story written over millions of years. A story hidden beneath mountains. A story waiting patiently for someone to uncover it. From ancient legends of royal blood to breathtaking crystal discoveries deep underground, Rhodochrosite reminds us that nature still holds secrets beyond imagination. Many treasures have been lost to time. Many mysteries remain unsolved. But occasionally, the earth reveals something extraordinary. Something that stops us in our tracks. Something that makes us wonder how many other hidden wonders are still waiting beneath our feet. Rhodochrosite is one of those wonders. A gemstone of mystery. A mineral of incredible beauty. A treasure born from time itself. And perhaps that is why people continue to be fascinated by it. Because every band of color, every crystal face, and every hidden deposit tells the same message. The world is far older, far stranger, and far more beautiful than we often realize. And somewhere, deep within the earth, another secret may still be waiting to be discovered. Welcome back. What if one of the most beautiful blue stones on Earth was also one of the most mysterious? A stone so deep in color that ancient people believed it held the power of the heavens. A mineral so striking that artists ground it into powder, kings treasured it, and collectors still search for its finest pieces today. Yet despite its beauty, azurite hides a secret that has puzzled people for centuries. A secret that slowly changes the stone itself. But that was only the beginning. Deep beneath deserts, mountains, and forgotten mines lies a gemstone-like mineral that seems almost unreal. Its color is not simply blue. It is a rich, electric, midnight blue that appears to glow from within. This is azurite, one of nature's most breathtaking creations. For thousands of years, people have been fascinated by azurite. Some saw it as a gift from the gods. Others believed it could unlock hidden knowledge. Today, scientists admire it, collectors chase it, and museums proudly display it. Yet few people truly understand the remarkable journey behind this extraordinary stone. And that's where the story begins. Long before modern geology existed, ancient people discovered strange blue rocks emerging from the earth. These stones often appeared near copper deposits, hidden among red and brown rocks. When sunlight struck them, they revealed a brilliant blue unlike anything people had ever seen. The name azurite comes from the ancient Persian word for blue. It is easy to understand why. Few natural materials possess such an intense color. Some of the earliest known uses of azurite date back thousands of years. Ancient civilizations collected it not only for its beauty, but also for practical purposes. The stone could be crushed into a fine powder and transformed into a pigment. Artists used it to create vivid blue paints long before synthetic colors existed. In ancient Egypt, azurite was highly valued. Priests and artisans used it in paintings and decorative works. Some believe the stone connected the physical world to the spiritual realm. Its deep blue color reminded them of the sky, eternity, and divine power. But the Egyptians were not alone. Across the ancient world, cultures discovered azurite and gave it special meaning. From Asia to Europe, the stone appeared in artwork, temples, and treasure collections. Yet what happened next shocked everyone. As trade routes expanded, azurite traveled far from the mines where it was found. Merchants carried it across deserts and oceans. Wealthy buyers eagerly sought the rare blue mineral. In many places, true blue pigments were difficult to obtain. Azurite became one of the most important sources of blue color available. Artists in medieval Europe depended on it. Some of the world's most beautiful paintings contain traces of azurite. Before modern paints existed, creating blue pigments was expensive and difficult. Azurite helped solve that problem. For centuries, painters carefully ground the stone into powder. They mixed it with oils and other materials to produce stunning shades of blue. Religious artworks, royal portraits, and priceless masterpieces often contained azurite pigments. Yet many of those artists had no idea they were working with a stone that held even deeper secrets. As miners dug deeper into copper-rich regions, they continued discovering remarkable azurite deposits. Some specimens formed delicate crystals. Others appeared as rounded masses with swirling patterns of blue. Every piece seemed unique. The finest examples looked almost magical. Collectors became fascinated by the mineral. Museums competed to acquire exceptional specimens. Some pieces displayed crystal formations so perfect that they seemed impossible to create naturally. But the mystery surrounding azurite was only growing. Throughout history, strange stories followed the stone. In some cultures, people believed azurite could expand awareness and reveal hidden truths. Mystics claimed it helped unlock spiritual visions. Some believed it could improve intuition and connect the mind to higher knowledge. Whether these beliefs were true or not, they became part of the stone's legend. Ancient healers sometimes carried azurite during rituals. Travelers wore it as a protective charm. Certain traditions described it as a stone of wisdom, capable of helping people see beyond ordinary reality. Few people know that many of these beliefs survived into modern times. Even today, some crystal enthusiasts regard azurite as a symbol of insight and transformation. They admire not only its beauty, but also its mysterious reputation. But the truth was even more surprising. The real wonder of azurite lies in its science. Unlike many gemstones, azurite is not formed deep within Earth's mantle. Instead, it develops closer to the surface through a fascinating process involving copper-rich rocks and water. Over long periods of time, chemical reactions slowly create azurite crystals. These reactions occur in environments where copper minerals interact with carbon-rich water. The result is a mineral composed primarily of copper, carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. Its chemical structure creates its unforgettable color. That intense blue is not an accident. It comes directly from the copper within the mineral. The way light interacts with azurite's crystal structure produces one of the richest blues found in nature. And that's where the mystery deepened. Azurite has a close relative called malachite. Malachite is bright green and often appears alongside azurite in the same deposits. In fact, the two minerals are so closely connected that they sometimes grow together in stunning combinations. Collectors love these mixed specimens. Imagine deep blue azurite flowing into vivid green malachite. The contrast is breathtaking. Some pieces resemble miniature landscapes painted by nature itself. These specimens are among the most sought-after mineral treasures in the world. Major deposits have been discovered in places such as Australia, Morocco, Namibia, Mexico, France, and the United States. Each location produces azurite with slightly different characteristics. Some mines have become legendary among collectors. In Namibia, extraordinary crystal specimens have emerged from the ground with astonishing clarity and size. In Morocco, miners continue uncovering beautiful formations that attract international attention. Whenever a remarkable specimen appears on the market, excitement spreads quickly through the collecting community. And for good reason. High-quality azurite crystals are surprisingly rare. Many pieces are fragile. Others lose their beauty due to natural changes over time. Finding specimens with perfect color, shape, and preservation is exceptionally difficult. That rarity has made azurite increasingly valuable. Museums proudly display outstanding examples because they represent both geological beauty and scientific importance. Private collectors often compete for the finest specimens, sometimes paying impressive sums for exceptional pieces. Yet azurite's greatest secret has nothing to do with its color, value, or history. It involves something far more astonishing. You see, azurite is not completely stable. Unlike many minerals that remain unchanged for millions of years, azurite slowly transforms. The process can take years, decades, centuries, or even longer. But under the right conditions, azurite gradually changes into another mineral. That mineral is malachite. The brilliant blue stone can slowly become green. At first, the transformation may appear as tiny green patches. Over time, those patches can spread. Eventually, parts of the azurite may be replaced by malachite. Imagine owning a beautiful blue mineral and discovering that nature is quietly rewriting it. This transformation fascinated scientists for generations. Ancient people often found specimens containing both minerals and wondered how such unusual combinations formed. Modern geology eventually revealed the answer. They were witnessing a natural chemical transition in progress. In a sense, azurite is a stone caught between identities. Part of its story is about change. Part of its story is about time. And part of its story is about survival. Few minerals demonstrate Earth's ongoing processes so clearly. Every specimen tells a story not only about the past, but also about the future. But the biggest secret was still hidden. Despite being admired for thousands of years, azurite continues teaching scientists new things about mineral formation and environmental conditions. Researchers study it to better understand copper deposits and geological history. In some regions, the presence of azurite can even help identify valuable copper resources underground. What appears to be a beautiful blue stone can also serve as a clue pointing toward hidden treasures below the surface. That connection between beauty and discovery makes azurite unique. It is not simply a collector's item. It is a messenger from Earth's geological past. Every crystal records conditions that existed long before humans appeared. Every blue surface carries evidence of chemical reactions that unfolded over immense stretches of time. When you look at azurite, you are seeing far more than a mineral. You are seeing a chapter of Earth's history frozen in brilliant blue. And perhaps that is why people remain fascinated by it. For ancient artists, it was a source of color. For kings and collectors, it was a treasure. For mystics, it was a symbol of hidden knowledge. For scientists, it is a remarkable natural wonder. Yet no matter how much we learn about azurite, it never loses its sense of mystery. Its color still captures attention. Its legends still spark curiosity. Its transformation still surprises those who discover it. And somewhere beneath mountains and deserts, new azurite crystals are still forming in darkness, waiting for someone to uncover them. Perhaps that is the true magic of this extraordinary stone. Not the myths, not the value, not even the beauty, but the reminder that our planet continues creating wonders beyond imagination. Hidden beneath the ground, far from human eyes, nature is still painting masterpieces in blue. And among those masterpieces, few shine brighter than azurite. Welcome back. Imagine holding a stone so beautiful that ancient kings believed it could protect them from evil. A stone so mysterious that people wore it as a shield against danger, poison, and dark spirits. A stone whose swirling green patterns look almost alive, as if nature itself painted a secret map across its surface. For thousands of years, this remarkable mineral has fascinated rulers, explorers, collectors, and scientists. Some saw it as a symbol of power. Others believed it held magical abilities beyond human understanding. But behind its stunning beauty lies a story filled with mystery, history, and surprising secrets. This is the incredible story of malachite. At first glance, malachite seems almost unreal. Its rich green colors twist and flow through the stone in bands, circles, and waves. No two pieces are exactly alike. Every specimen looks like a tiny work of art created deep within the earth. This striking appearance is one reason malachite became one of the most recognizable stones in human history. Yet its beauty is only part of the story. For thousands of years, people have been drawn to malachite for reasons that go far beyond its appearance. Ancient civilizations believed it possessed special powers. Traders carried it across deserts and oceans. Artists crushed it into pigments. Kings displayed it in palaces. And that's where the mystery begins. The story of malachite starts deep underground. This mineral forms when copper-rich rocks interact with water over long periods of time. Slowly, chemical reactions create the beautiful green mineral we know today. The process can take thousands or even millions of years. As water moves through cracks in the earth, it leaves behind deposits that gradually grow into magnificent patterns. Layer after layer builds upon the last, until stunning bands of green emerge. Some of the world's richest malachite deposits were discovered in regions filled with copper mines. Ancient Egypt was one of the earliest places where malachite became highly valued. Miners searched for the stone in the deserts east of the Nile River more than 5,000 years ago. But that was only the beginning. As civilizations expanded, malachite appeared in different parts of the world. Important deposits were found in Africa, Russia, Australia, and other regions rich in copper. Each discovery revealed new forms of the stone. Some pieces displayed perfect circular patterns. Others looked like flowing rivers frozen in time. The variety seemed endless. What happened next shocked everyone. The stone quickly became far more than a simple mineral. Ancient Egyptians treasured malachite so deeply that they used it in jewelry, amulets, sculptures, and ceremonial objects. Wealthy individuals were buried with malachite ornaments, believing the stone would protect them in the afterlife. Some even ground malachite into a fine powder and used it as a makeup. To them, the green color represented life, growth, and renewal. Few people know that ancient Egyptians also associated malachite with paradise. They imagined a magical afterlife called the Field of Malachite, a place of peace and abundance. For them, this stone was not merely decoration. It was sacred. As centuries passed, malachite continued its journey across the ancient world. The Greeks admired it. The Romans collected it. Merchants transported it along trade routes connecting distant civilizations. Its fame spread farther and farther. And with fame came legends. Many ancient cultures believed malachite possessed extraordinary powers. Some thought it could protect travelers from accidents. Others claimed it could warn its owner of danger. According to certain stories, the stone would crack or break before a disaster occurred, sacrificing itself to save its owner. Whether these tales were true or not, they made malachite even more desirable. Parents sometimes placed malachite near children, believing it would shield them from harm. Warriors carried it into battle. Explorers took it on long journeys. But the biggest secret was still hidden. The stone's greatest rise to fame would come much later. In the 18th and 19th centuries, enormous deposits of malachite were discovered in Russia's Ural Mountains. The discoveries were breathtaking. Some deposits contained giant masses of exceptionally beautiful malachite, unlike anything seen before. The Russian Empire quickly recognized its value. Soon, malachite became a symbol of luxury and prestige. Master craftsmen developed incredible techniques for transforming the stone into works of art. Instead of carving entire objects from solid malachite, they carefully cut thin sections and arranged them into intricate patterns. The results were astonishing. Columns, tables, fireplaces, vases, and decorative panels appeared covered in dazzling green designs. Visitors were amazed. Some rooms seemed to glow with flowing emerald-colored patterns. The most famous example became known as the Malachite Room. Filled with magnificent decorations, it showcased the incredible beauty of the stone on a scale few had ever imagined. And that's where the mystery deepened. The more people studied malachite, the more remarkable it appeared. Scientists discovered that its beautiful green color comes from copper. The copper content creates the vivid shades that make the stone instantly recognizable. Yet the patterns remain one of its most fascinating features. Unlike many gemstones that display a single color, malachite forms bands of different green tones. Light green circles can sit beside dark green waves. Some patterns resemble eyes. Others look like forests seen from above. Each piece tells its own story. No artist could recreate these designs exactly. Nature creates them only once. The truth was even more surprising. Despite its popularity, malachite is not among the hardest minerals. In fact, it is relatively soft compared to many gemstones. This means it requires careful handling. Over time, craftsmen learned how to cut and polish it without damaging its delicate beauty. Their skill transformed raw mineral deposits into masterpieces admired around the world. Today, museums display extraordinary malachite creations that continue to amaze visitors. Collectors search for specimens with rare patterns. Jewelry designers incorporate the stone into modern creations. Its popularity has endured for thousands of years. And there is a good reason why. Malachite possesses something that many minerals lack: personality. Every piece feels unique. Every pattern sparks curiosity. Every swirl invites closer inspection. As modern technology advanced, scientists gained an even deeper understanding of the stone. They studied how it forms. They analyzed its chemical structure. They examined its growth patterns. Yet despite all this knowledge, malachite never lost its sense of mystery. Many people still feel drawn to it in ways that science cannot fully explain. Perhaps it is the color. Perhaps it is the history. Or perhaps it is the feeling that each stone contains a hidden story waiting to be discovered. Today, high-quality malachite remains highly sought after. Collectors value exceptional specimens displaying vivid colors and striking patterns. Museums prize historical pieces connected to important cultures and events. Artists continue to find inspiration in its natural beauty. The market for fine malachite remains strong because truly remarkable pieces are not always easy to find. Large specimens with perfect patterns can command impressive prices. Historic carvings are even more valuable. But value alone cannot explain the stone's enduring appeal. Its real worth lies in something deeper. Connection. When people look at malachite, they see more than a mineral. They see thousands of years of human history. They see ancient deserts, forgotten empires, hidden mines, royal palaces, lost legends, and dreams that survived across generations. But now we arrive at the most surprising part of the story. The biggest secret was hidden inside the stone all along. For centuries, people admired malachite's beauty without realizing what it truly represented. Those swirling green patterns are actually a record of geological history. Every band marks a stage in the stone's growth. Every layer captures a moment from Earth's distant past. Some pieces contain patterns that formed millions of years before humans existed. Think about that for a moment. When you hold a piece of malachite, you're holding a natural archive created long before the rise of civilizations, long before pyramids, long before kingdoms, long before recorded history. The beautiful designs that captivate collectors today are actually messages from an ancient world. Nature spent unimaginable stretches of time creating every curve and every band. What appears to be simple decoration is actually a record of deep geological processes unfolding over vast ages. Few people realize this, and once you understand it, the stone becomes even more extraordinary. Suddenly, malachite is no longer just a decorative object. It becomes a witness to Earth's history, a survivor of immense change, a masterpiece crafted by time itself. Perhaps that is why malachite continues to fascinate us after thousands of years. Its beauty catches our attention. Its history captures our imagination. Its mysteries keep us searching for answers. From ancient Egyptian tombs to Russian palaces, from legends of protection to modern museum collections, malachite has traveled through human history unlike almost any other stone. And even today, it still holds the same power it held thousands of years ago. The power to make us stop, look closer, and wonder. Because beneath those mesmerizing green patterns lies a story written by nature across millions of years. A story of time, transformation, mystery, and beauty. And perhaps the greatest treasure of all is knowing that this remarkable stone still has secrets waiting to be discovered.